and we should be good. I think I had a little bit of internet trouble here just a minute ago, and luckily I managed to make it just in time too. So, if anyone's watching live now, please just give me a quick hello, let I know you're there, and that my internet's working properly. I just a little bit of trouble with my internet, and it had to happen right before the show. You know, figures, right? Anyway, to the show, all SpiderMan unboxing comic haul. So, I will do I'll brief a little bit from it just because something that just popped up, I got, and I have no place else to put it other than waiting a week. So, real quickly, kind of like Discovery Bay's comics on his recap. So this is a non-Spider-Man related, just briefly. I picked up at my local comic book shop the Immortal Hulk, 4th printing, number 1. I had this comic stuck in my head watching a YouTube channel about the Immortal Hulk, and so it just got me wanting it, so I went out and bought it. And my local comic book shop is amazing. They secured me these two variants. Hard to do when everyone wanted it and lower print run, and anyway, that is what it is. So, to the what you came here to see, the all amazing Spider-Man. The same time I picked up those comics, I was going into my shop and I was saying hi to my friend Zach, the owner. And just as I was visiting him, he had a stack next to him in his tattoo area, because he's also a tattoo artist, of I'm pretty sure it was all Spider-Man titles. Spider-Man, Web of Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, and Amazing Spider-Man. And it was just like, feel free to go through that. So like, hell yeah. I got basically I got first, you know what I mean. And it came with books I did not have. And your connection is unstable. What the hell does that mean? Hopefully this is still going on. My internet's deciding to play freak out with me today. So first up, Amazing Spider-Man number 295. Definitely one of the lackluster covers, I thought. And when reading it and looking through it, I could see a big difference between the artwork, interior, and when whoever did the Todd just a few issues later, I think 6, 7, 8, yeah. So Todd McFarlane definitely came with better artwork than here, but it is what it is. So not bad. Amazing Spider-Man number 323. Now, I thought it was about a mid-grade, 6.5 and all that, and I on there, so I thought it was still a solid high mid grade, and would have been higher on the cover. Little ding 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 marks are pressable. So, and that's for all I know, the thing could be removed too, but highly doubt it. It was a very long day at work. So glad it's Friday. Amazing Spider-Man 24. Sabretooth on the cover, another mid-grade because another slight cover, or a stain on the cover, back cover, should I say. But nice. Very interesting. I could definitely, McFarlane definitely had a unique art style. The way these hands are so detailed. Hey, Mighty Comics guy, thanks for showing up. But yeah, these detailing these hands is just incredible. I don't put that much detail into things when I do it, and that's something. And the last book that I got from my local comic book shop was Amazing Spider-Man 325, and I think this is one of my favorite Amazing Spider-Man covers. I just love this. Red Skull, the flag, Washington D.C. and the flames and wreck. Kind of ironic. That swamp, right? a really, really nice cover. I think I might even have this one graded just because I love it. You know, maybe I'll test out EGS or something, you know, one of the grading companies the only grading company I don't have any experience with, just to see what it's like over there with them. Especially since I don't think that is a particularly valuable comic book. All right. Next up, I got 3 books from Mile High Comics. Hey, Shelly Cakes, how's it going? Make sure you stick around till the end. I have a little announcement kind of a thing, or a little thing I was planning on saying. But I bought these books because I have most of the current, you know, volume 5, you know, from issue 802 to current. I was just missing 3. So I found them there and I bought them. They are second prints, you know, and they are all I think they're all variant covers. But I bought them just to complete the collection, like I said, because I didn't have them in person. So Amazing Spider-Man number 2, which is 803. Mile High Comics had it graded at a fine. And I can kind of agree with that one. It's needs a pressing on the spine for sure. But solid white cover. Nice. Amazing Spider-Man issue number 3, you know, 804, another fine by them. And the last book I got from Mile High Comics, Amazing Spider-Man number 4, Legacy 805. They marked this one as a very good, which I don't agree with. Interesting cover. All right. Next up, I got these from again, I got all Amazing Spider-Man stuff this time. You know, the last time I was in there, I believe I got them all. Spider-Man number 108. First Sinister Son. He had this graded at a 5.5 to 6. And he says he's very hard on his gradings, which means it could possibly be 6, if not a little bit better. But a nice 20-cent book. Really, really cool. I love these old Spider-Man books. They're really, really something to look at. One of my favorite, in fact, I think this is my favorite book that I got from him. Amazing Spider-Man number 143. He had this set of graded at VG plus. Really nice. It's the first Cyclone and also the first kiss between Peter Parker and Mary Jane. So call me a softie, but that's why it's my favorite. I think it's hard. I mean, Peter Parker, Mary Jane are tied with Clark Kent and Lois Lane for my favorite comic couple. Nothing like some nice hot tea after a long day at work. All right, Amazing Spider-Man number 184. First White Dragon. He had it graded a 5.5. Interesting, what a dress and all that. Marvel's TV sensation. This must be that Spidey around that time the Spidey show was out. Very interesting. These one and done villains, you know, like the White Dragon here are interesting because you don't really see these guys again. Hey Rod, how's it going? No, thanks for stopping by. And this is not my first, it's my second one. Amazing Spider-Man King size special, annual number 4. I got this for $20. You got it graded at a 3.0. Third Mysterio in costume. I think it is the. I think it's the. Is what the key about. So third Mysterio in costume, which is cool. Yeah, thank you very much. Really nice. And what's interesting about it is there's a stamp on this one. Others had marking before, like the 143 had a little pin on top of the cover. But this is really weird. I can't make out most of it. What I can read is trade 2 for 1 with purchase something of 25,000 pocket books, blank and funnies, something Del Rio Avenue, La CE something Mexico, which is interesting. I tell you, I'm gonna be spending some time with a magnifying glass trying to read that, just so I can see what it says. Gotta have a hobby, right? What'd you do last night? Well, I cleaned the house. What'd you do? What'd you do last night? Oh, just drove around town, had some fun. What'd you do last night? Spent 3 hours with magnifying glass trying to read a stamp on an old comic book. I think I lost that argument. Yeah. I don't know if you can tell I'm a little tired. I'm goofing off. So those are the 4 books I won from him or bought from him. When you buy a book, you got entered into a giveaway thing, and so every once in a while he does the giveaways. And I won one of them. So he got 2 books with it. And that is The Amazing Spider-Man, number 22 of the current run. It's part 6 of the Hunted, Craven's Hunt. I almost bought this book at my local comic book shop because of, but I just started limiting my covers. Only getting the one I really cared about instead of getting doubles. I have to have that original and I have to have that variant cover. So I did not get this one. I passed up on it. So it's kind of cool that I got it for free here. Yeah. If Peter Parker had been bitten in the 2010s, instead of the 1960s, this is what Spider-Man would look like. Some punk band member. Dreaming of it big. And a Superman Man of Steel 28. Like I said, one of the non-related, few non-related Spider-Man books, but I got it from Economics and Comics, so I had to show it off. All right. Last, but certainly not least, the CGC graded comic that I bought recently. It came in a padded envelope like this, inside this box, with not too many of these for my comfort. So I opened it up. I opened it going, panicking, opening up the thing and then closely inspecting every inch of the slab. No cracks, no busts, no nothing. It arrived in good shape. So what I bought was actually a CGC copy of this book, Amazing Spider-Man 36, which is actually number 477. This came out December 2001. The Twin Towers 9/11 respect, cover. And there are a few things, a few books and all that really affect me and leave an impression. Last time a book really left an impression was a book on Leonardo da Vinci and inspired me to pick up a paintbrush, and I got pretty good at it. And there was another comic, I think, that meant something to me, or it was Stan Lee's biography. But anyway, this was, reading it was awe-inspiring in a sense. It was so heavy with emotion. it just stuck with me. I wanted a better copy because this one has a little color mark kind of lighter thing there, and light spines up and down there, light crease fold over in the corner. So this I thought would have been a fine plus if I sent it to CGC, made grade copy. So I wanted a CGC copy of it. I wanted a good grade though. But for a book like that, I said I had to have this book. So I found a Amazing Spider-Man number 36. Damn dogs. 9.8. And as you can tell, this is the other copy that doesn't have the barcode on it. I paid, actually was the best price listed. He had it listed, best price in his title, best price on eBay. You know, $120 with free shipping. And because this one I looked at on CGC or no GoCollect.com, 9.8. It goes for I think 160, 150, a little over around that price range, give or take $10. So I actually bought it fair market value, and yeah, because others that listed on eBay were like 160, 170, 200, you know, at or above fair market value. But yeah, it's Amazing Spider-Man 447, 9/11 World Trade Center story. J. Michael Straczynski story, John Romita Jr. and Scott Hanna art. So it's really nice. Looks like it was great. Graded. When was it graded at? Can't tell when it was graded at exactly. But like I said, I had to get it when I saw the book. You know, we put on these gloves because I don't want fingerprints on the other black cover. For special books or special times, I'd use that. But yeah, like I said, I was looking through, opening it up, looking at it, and things just strike you. You know, Spider-Man go words for it. I mean, that's powerful. I could feel the emotion. You know, it's 18 years later. I mean, I'm one of the guilty ones that, you know, it's 8 years later and it's not quite as powerful as it once was. You know, because I didn't lose family. I never lived. I didn't see it. I mean, it still affects me. Too. I mean, it's sad to think about, but it's less. It's more like it's a very, very sad moment, and that was sort of what it went down to. But I wasn't all that. But reading this, I actually felt things. You know, to the eye and then lack of words. This thing is simply done and powerful. I mean, if you don't have this book, you have to have this book. See if I can find. See if I can find another picture that really stuck with me. Very powerful. Oh yeah, here it is. The images of what we're going through because he's seen it before. I mean, this wasn't on the scale. I mean, it was on the scale of deaths as Pearl Harbor, because it was more people killed, I believe, than at Pearl Harbor. But it, you know, was, I don't know, for some reason it's you think of it as slightly different. At least that's how it always registered to me. It was slightly different, equally tragic, but it wasn't because World War II resulted out of Pearl Harbor and not just a smaller police action, should I say, with Iraq, and a war that never seems to, and another Vietnam that never seemed to end. It seemed less powerful in that regard. but I just had to have it. You know, I had to have the 9.8. I mean, I think I saw on Go Collect there was a few higher, 9.9. I'm not sure if there was a 10 in there. There might have been. But I wanted a great 9.8. I wanted a grade that this book deserved in my collection. So I went out and got it. And for a good value, because if it does go up in value, I bought it beneath fair. Yeah. So that's my all Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man comic lot. I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow, I'm actually going on my first. I mean, I've gone there before, but I never called it, did it with this, and I've always gone there for certain other reasons. I'm going on my first kind of official hunt for comics. I have to go up to Pueblo for an errand, you know, at Home Depot, and getting my Kirby vacuum serviced with a licensed dealer and all that, so the warranty so it's covered with the warranty that comes with it. But while I'm up there, I will be stopping at Outer Limit Comics and Collectibles sometime during the day, probably midday, around noon, early afternoon, to go hunting for Amazing Spider-Man while I'm there. See what's in the dollar bin boxes, you know. So that's the news, Shelly, that I wanted you to stick around for. I'm going to gonna be up there in your neighborhood, so if you wanted to say hi in person, you know, and have some free time tomorrow, I'll be sometime around, you know, in the mid-afternoon, mid-morning, or midday, should I say. You know, I can always Instagram you, and I'll message you and tell you I'll be there around this time if you want to show up. So if you're free and you want to say hi and you want to meet in person, I'd love to say hi. So, and anyone else who happens to be in the Pueblo area. So I only know Shelly here, who's in the neighborhood. So, but anyone else who there who has seen my videos and some, or at least doesn't mind them, should I say? You know, want to say hi? You know, the more the merrier. I'd love to say hi to a few people who've watched my videos, because I do appreciate you guys. I'm a very small channel compared to most. And so any attention I do get, because these videos are just for fun. They're just for me. I mean, I do them and all that, so, and I hope they enjoy them, but ultimately they are for me, just to have fun with. So, tomorrow I'll be doing, I just looked recently, these books bring me down, I have 108 official Amazing Spider-Man comics. You know, not including the True Believers or Marvel Tale reprints. You know, that probably brings it up to a total of like 135, 40. So I'm well on my way to getting halfway done with collecting the first volume of Amazing Spider-Man. So wish me luck and all that. And like, again, if you're in the neighborhood, sometime mid-afternoon, midday, in Pueblo, Colorado, stop by the Outer Limit Comics and Collectibles and say hi. You know, this is Mr. Comics signing off. Happy collecting, everyone. I'll see you later.